Hello, my dear Sagittarius, and welcome here to Wellness Beyond Intuition with me, Oliver, and Happy New Year. I hope you had a fantastic New Year and that you're all ready to embark on this new 2023 and really pull your sleeves up and get going and continue those New Year's resolutions. I don't do New Year's resolutions, by the way. I do resolutions all year round because like we always start the new year. This is going to be my new year. And I always feel that that's where, at least for me, it's a block somehow, But anyway, I'm happy that you're here. And I'm excited to see where everything is taking you and what's going on here in the new year. They are a little late, these videos this month, for certain reasons that I really don't need to that you really don't need to know, honestly. It's just life happens to all of us, right? It happens through us. Anyway, please hit the like button. That would be fantastic if you like or whatever I say resonates with you. And remember, if none of this really resonates with you, what I'm saying, check out your other placements, your moon and rising, Venus and Jupiter. And as I keep explaining, I'll do a separate video to explain to people why Jupiter. Will come down the road here because it's people are asking why Jupiter, but I'll make a video and explain that to you, okay? Also, I do personal readings and all that you can find below this video, and there are a lot of other links that you can follow to see what else I'm up to, and feel free to do so. It's always wonderful to have you with me, so please check it out. Let's get into this and see what's going on for you in 2023. So far it looks really good. I'm shuffling and I'm talking at the same time. Apparently I can walk and chew gum at the same time, and I can also draw the cards. Yay! So at the same time. So we start out with the Eight of Pentacles. We go straight into the Eight of Wands. There's a lot of eights here. That looks like also it's all like infinity. The Knight of Wands. Perfect Sagittarius card. You freedom loving people, loving to just have a good time, You got the Temperance right next to it, finding balance between work and having fun. That's always good. You got the Knight of Pentacles, ready to really walk out into the field and get his hands dirty. You got the Five of Cups. You are... there's a little bit of disappointment there. The Five of Pentacles. Don't worry, 5 is never the end of it all. It's just right there in the beginning. You got there in the middle, I would say. Then Queen of Pentacles we got the Ten of Wands. You are ready to, you're ready to lift the burden of yourself off your shoulders and move on. And guess what? You get the Sun at the end here. This is a very interesting little read here, a little spread here to explain to you where you're going, where you are moving here in the new year in January. It's part of your journey, I would say. The End of Pentacles. It's how you really allow yourself to find balance between, as I said, between work and pleasure at the same time. The Eight of Wands, you really have the magic to make things happen within your careers, especially your desire to still be free and exploring the world and feel the sense that you haven't really just yet crawled into a hole and died. I know, make that sound really bad. But that you really are just ready to continue with your life. You're ready to take on new ventures. You're ready to really move in there. You're ready to find your old self. Remember, like I would say for most of you Sagittarians out there, okay, whatever. Try and think back of where you were just like 10 or 20 years ago. Who were you when you were younger? I don't care if you're 22. Where were you 4 years ago when you were 18? What were your ideas? What were your aspirations? And if you're 60, think 10, 20, 30 years back. What kind of person were you? What were your hopes and what were your dreams? Where did you want to go? What did you want to be? Who did you want to just sort of bring into this whole notion of who you are? And what was it that you wanted to experience? Something along the way did not match what it was that you had hoped to see in the past. Because we got the Five of Cups and we got the Five of Pentacles right here. And it adds up to the Ten of Wands. And so we're looking at disappointment. We also look at what feels like failure. But so it almost feels like, life is a gamble, right? Life is like playing, the stock market. You put your money in and you're either going to win big or you're going to lose big. I mean, that's the nature of the beast, if you ask me. But because, I don't know if you ever read that book by Flores Scovel-Shinn, who wrote a book called the Game of Life and How to Play It. It's sort of one of those old, from around the turn of the century, I believe it is, from 1920. And it's not a sort of a self-help spiritual book, which is pretty interesting. A lot of people have read it. It's easy read. So if you ever want to go out and pick that, sorry, I'm not getting any. I'm not getting any percentages of actually saying that. I'm just suggesting it. But if you want to go out and check that one out, you can. But if you don't already know it, but. Life is meant to be lived, and it is a little bit of a gamble sometimes. But what I feel is that for some of you out there, this is why it's very important to look at your other placements, right? Because for some of you out there, you're looking at life right now, and you're like, where did I go wrong? Because I'm not really feeling the fulfillment, what it is that I thought I was the kind of life that I thought I was going to live. Later on, and none of it needs to be it doesn't need to be your fault, of course, but it is very important that you allow yourself to look back and say, listen, does this really need to be me? Because it doesn't. It really doesn't. And when we talk about Five of Cups and when we talk about Five of Pentacles, we can look at where you actually decided to put your faith in love and romance. And when we talk about Pentacles, where you decide to put your faith in finances and career. The good news is that whatever it is that it feels like where it got you to, you're ready to lift that burden off your shoulder. You don't want to. You want to go down a new path now. You want to have new experiences. You want to move into a place where out with the old, in with the new, so to speak. This is sort of it, and you being the Queen of Pentacles, it's time for you to take control of your life again. I think maybe for some of you, you've dedicated your life to family, you've dedicated your life to a spouse. You may even have dedicated your life to a company where you spent a lot of time and then it ended up not being what it is that you thought it was going to be. But it's time for you to really, and I see that so clearly. I see you actually taking all that feels like a heavy burden, lifting it off your shoulders, and then you're going to feel free in the sense that now you're ready to sort of rule your own castle here and feel at peace. I mean, look at this beautiful woman, seriously. Queen of Pentacles, she's sitting there. She's absolutely in her element, like she is ready to she's ready to really create all over again. It's sort of like the Queen of Pentacles. She sits there. She looks back at the road that she has traveled. She closes her eyes, and like this beautiful woman here, she closes her eyes, and by the way, it doesn't have to gender. It could be male too. Okay, I'm just saying she because this is a woman, obviously. But ready to just sort of close her eyes, close his eyes. And look back and look at the road that you've traveled. Let go. The Ten of Wands. Let go of what didn't serve you. Leave it behind. Empty that knapsack. We always dump in our knapsack as we move on in life. Dump it out. Move on. And that which did serve you, hold on to it, keep it. Why throw that away? You don't want to throw anything away that still is perfectly okay and perfectly intact. You don't want to throw that away. You want to keep that, because that's sort of tools that you can actually work with. And at the end of the day, you end up with the sun. How beautiful is that? So I see here from now, like if you're looking at your life at the moment right now and you want to make changes, and you want to get back to that free-spirited person that you were a couple of years ago or many years ago, you can. But take your time to meditate on it, find balance in it, and also allow yourself to get rid of what no longer serves you. And I don't care whether it's a husband that you're tired of, or a wife that you're tired of, or a girlfriend or boyfriend, I don't care. Or if it's a job that doesn't serve you anymore because it doesn't really actually take you where you need to go, then let go of it if you have the courage to do so. Because I can tell you by the summer, you are going to be celebrating. So that's how you start out the new year, planning. And you don't even have to wait the whole year. You just have to wait until the summer, and you'll see things blossom for you. All right? I wish you the best of here in January. I'm happy that you're here. And again, hit that like button if what I just conveyed to you resonated with you. And I'll see you back here in February.